as we all know, there are times we get involved in relationships and communications and interactions, and we can get ourselves pretty worked up. Somebody can press our buttons and all of a sudden we're reacting and we're responding in a way that might not really be something to create good relationships, but might be more of getting off of all of my emotion and the way that I feel so that I can express myself regardless of how the other person is going to respond to it. But we feel the right, the demand to be able to sit there and share in this way. Well, get over it right away. It doesn't work. Yes, you totally have a right to express yourself and absolutely to feel whatever it is you feel. But when you're in a communication, it's now an interrelationship between two parties, and you have to ask yourself what the purpose of that is. And it is not an emotionally intelligent communication to sit there and run roughshod over somebody and sit there and demean them and diminish them and use your power, your anger, your rage in order to sit there and control them and dominate them and make them feel small and have them backing away. No, that is not the way to have good relationships. But at the same time, you don't want to speak so meekly and so softly that they don't get it because they just can't. And you're just too meek and you're just too afraid. That doesn't work either. They're both the wrong sides. You see, here's the key. Yes, we all do have a right to speak our mind, but to understand that what is our mind and what is not our mind. And if it is the ego mind that's insisting the need to be right, to attack and defend, well, that's not right-mindedness, and what you'll find is your relationships will then duplicate the attitude that you're giving. As you give, you receive. As you sow, so do you reap. So in the communication, we want to have this balance, expressing yourself, but to do it in a manner that doesn't overwhelm or understate what you're saying. And very often, a person has some really good things to say when they feel that their boundaries have been broken, when they feel invaded, when they feel taken advantage of. And a lot of people have some really good information to share, but very often they turn the volume up so loud that when they're saying it, they overwhelm the person saying it who can't really listen to it because they're in a state of fear. Oh my God, I'm gonna be punished. It's just like when I was a little boy or a little girl and I was being yelled at by mom or by dad or one of my brothers or sisters and they're yelling at me, and all of a sudden, we can't listen anymore because we feel threatened. Even if what they said was factual and useful as feedback, because we want good feedback. So the key is turn down the emotional intensity, turn down the volume. It's like good music. If you're listening to on the stereo and you have it set, let's say at 5 on the volume, it might be beautiful and fill you up and oh, you can move with it or dance to it. But if you turn it all the way up to 9 or 10 and it's blasting and all of a sudden it loses its feel and it can be overwhelming and distracting, annoying. So you turn down the volume to a volume that could be accepted by another, that doesn't seek to overwhelm them, but seeks the purpose of your communication to join together. And sometimes the greatest way to do this is turn the volume all the way down to a whisper. People will listen more to whispers. They reach for what? Whisper. You'll get more attention that way. You'll have breath control. You'll be in a better state. You'll be more congruent with really speaking from truth, not from oversensitivity, not from fearful events of the past where you overreacted and are afraid it's going to happen again. Turn down your volume. This is again where the pausing and the breathing comes in, where being in a good grounded state is so important. But turn down the volume. And maybe in a relationship with other members of your group that's following this technology that I'm sharing with you on becoming an expert communicator, maybe you have some message to each other, a non-verbal signal that says, turn it down like I want to hear you, I want you to express and share what you're feeling, but at a volume that, and then everybody comes down, and now there's a much more likely chance of joining together. So you turn down the volume, the intensity, the emotion. And if you can't, and there are times that I know that maybe you're too worked up, then walk away. Walk away and don't take that out on anyone. You do not have the right to vomit all over someone else, because then they're going to stink just as much as you, and now you multiply the very poison inside you you're trying to get rid of. Don't do it. If that need comes out and you're enraged, get up and walk away. Walk away, go pound some pillows, use some of your bioenergetic exercises, go run around and do a lot of movement, use some of the other things that I've taught you how to change your state, but do not share your vomit. We do not want to go around vomiting on people, because then when they see you, they go, oh my God, I'm going to smell really bad very soon as they barf all over me. Take it inside. Use some of your many techniques we've given you. Turn down the volume and turn up the joy in your life.